Going. Typically the afternoons are really not all too bad. This is our UNT Denton camera and we've got lots of sunshine. The wind has been fairly light today. We're at 65 degrees in downtown Dallas, 64 in Gainesville. We're at 63 in Canton, 65 in Corsicana, and 69 degrees right now in Mineral Wells. Satellite and radar, well, we're very quiet. We have some clouds in the far southeast, but that's it. This evening, we're going to continue to be very quiet and eventually we're going to be dropping down into the 50s by about 9 o'clock. I think we see a temperature of 57 degrees. By early tomorrow morning, we're dropping down to 43 degrees. We're going to see those afternoon temperatures climb into the 70s tomorrow, and then we've got 80s for Wednesday and Thursday, the normal being at about 75, 70 at DFW. We had 37 in Alliance, 37 downtown Fort Worth, and 39 in Plano, 35 though this morning in McKinney. We've come a long way since then. We've made it to 65 in Dallas, 66 at Fort Worth, 65 in Decatur, 68 in Meridian, 69 in Mineral Wells, and there's also a 69 over in Haskell. Satellite and radar, very quiet. We've had lots of sunshine today after seeing clouds, rain, storms this weekend. How long before our next chance of rain? It actually could be quite a while. We're looking at our time cast. I'm starting it at noon tomorrow. What we're going to notice is just lots of sunshine. There's really not a whole lot going on. This is Wednesday at noon, and now this is Thursday at noon. So by the time we get into early Thursday afternoon, we've got a cold front coming in, but it's going to be coming in dry. It's also going to be a weak cold front for us, so our temperatures only go down by about a handful of degrees. Now we're looking at Friday. Lots of sunshine. Gorgeous. This weekend, the same thing. We're going to keep the sun around. Temperatures will be right around seasonal. By the time we get into next week, though, that's when things start to change. This is going to be Monday at 11, and we've got the storm system approaching from the west. It looks like it's going to start impacting North Texas sometime on Tuesday. So right now we do have a chance of rain on Tuesday, but this storm, it's going to be kind of a slow mover across Texas. So it's also going to keep rain chances in our forecast for Wednesday. By the time we get into Thursday, it looks like it moves out of here with more rain chances following that eventually. Tonight, though, pretty cold again. I think a lot of us dropped down into the low to mid 40s. The normal overnight low being 53 degrees, but we're dropping to 43 at Fort Worth, 41 in McKinney, 41 in Bonham, 44 in Corsicana, 41 in Mineral Wells, and 41 tomorrow morning in Bowie. But tomorrow afternoon, we're going to have a south wind. It's going to be a little bit more breezy, and temperatures finally make it back into the 70s. It's going to be a lot closer to normal. So 72 in Dallas, but 79 in Mineral Wells. The farther west you go, it's going to be a lot warmer. 82 degrees in Seymour, 80 in Breckenridge, 75 in Gainesville, 73 tomorrow afternoon in Canton. But for tonight, it's going to be clear, it's going to be chilly, and we're also going to have a light wind. So by tomorrow morning, we're dropping to 43 degrees. Tomorrow afternoon, warm, pleasant, a light wind. The wind's going to start picking up by the time we get into Wednesday. It's going to be out of the south, though, and that's going to allow those temperatures to climb into the low 80s. We stay there for Thursday, but then that next front comes in, drops our temperatures into the mid 70s, which still isn't bad. So it's going to be a nice start to the weekend. Your Saturday, really warm, highs in the upper 70s. We're going to end the weekend in the low 80s. But by the time we get into that next week, now we're looking at rain chances as early as about Tuesday, April 15th. That's going to be a 20% coverage of rain and storms, but the storm coverage looks like it's going to go up a little bit more by the time we get to Wednesday. Of course, we're several days out, so we're going to have to fine tune it as we get closer.